Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is a show that has to do with the celebration or the commemoration of the 150th anniversary of the Civil War in the state of Tennessee. And we have with us to talk about one aspect of that war, that is the role of women during the Civil War, Miss Alana McLaughlin. And of course, Alana, let me welcome you to the show this morning and to tell you how delighted we are to have you here, Alana, as well as to remind our audience that you've been with us on a couple of occasions. And so we decided that in celebration or the commemoration of the 150th year anniversary of the Civil War, that is the war between the North and South, that we would have you on to sort of represent the younger generation. That is, you being 8 years old, this would give young people an opportunity to know something about the celebration of this commemorative event. Let's start off, Alana, by having you to talk about some information dealing with your background, your education, and perhaps some of the things that were important in terms of getting you involved in this particular show.
Well, my first school was my first school was Napier Elementary, where I went to pre-K. And then my second school was Alice Green, where I went to kindergarten and first grade. And then my current school is Glen Heads Option Elementary, where I went to second grade, third grade, and I am soon going to fourth grade.
And so, in terms of your education, you're ready, almost ready for the fourth grade, and so you can sort of relate, and a large number of children can sort of relate to some of the things that you're talking about. As a matter of fact, being involved in all of these schools, the schools that you've attended, I also understand that you've also been involved in a lot of reading. And what I'd like to do today is to simply demonstrate to our audience by talking about some of your reading activities that you have a lot of information to give us later on when we talk about the role of women during the Civil War. Talk about some of your reading experiences.
Well, I've read a lot of books, you know, that were good, really good. But the one I'm reading right now is called Among the Ghosts by Amber Benson. You may recognize that Amber Benson name because she was playing Tara McLean on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show. And this book is really good to me. You know, it's a good book, you should say, because it uses words that a pre-K wouldn't use. It uses words that even an 8-year-old wouldn't use. It uses that kind of knowledge, and it really gets you into the story, and it really gets you hooked. And here is what the story is about. Among the Ghosts by Amber Benson. Ants and Sweaters. Thomas tied the ants as he waited by the back door to the kitchen. At first he ignored their merry procession, his mind overwhelmed with thoughts of the rich, buttery apple pie that he knew was baking in the oven only a few feet from where he was standing. Once or twice he let his eyes flick away from the window in the kitchen door in order to mark the ants' progression. But it was only after he saw Mrs. Marble put the golden crust beauty from the oven that he gave the ants a real look at.
Okay, and so in real sense, that sort of demonstrates some of the things that we've been trying to explain to our audience, the reason that you're with us today and the very, very topic that you have to talk about. This topic is a very important topic dealing with women, because ordinarily, when you think about women during the Civil War, we think about men going away to fight, and while they're away to fight, the women are there doing certain kinds of activities. But you've got some special information, I understand, dealing with what some courageous African American or black women did during this war. Let's talk about that for a while.
Well, today I would like to discuss 3 very important black women of the Civil War. I think it is important to recognize these women because we have come upon the sesquicentennial, or the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. During the Civil War, Southern black women operated as spies, scouts, couriers, and guides.
Okay.
offering enormous support to the union personnel and operations.
Okay, and so what we're getting ready to do, since you're going to talk about the role of what you consider to be important black women during the Civil War, we're going to have to take our first commercial break, and we should be back in about 30 seconds, and they will give you an opportunity to talk about that. But that's exactly what we wanted to demonstrate. First of all, we've demonstrated that you are familiar with words, and at the same time, we want to try to encourage young people your age to become involved in this great celebration that the state of Tennessee is offering. And so we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.